Hey, so this is my live birthday stream. I intended to go live at 5 p.m. and obviously screwed it up. But this is my birthday today. I probably would have got anyone watching if I'd actually arranged this in advance, but it was kind of a spur of the moment thing. Ellie's in the shower as we're just about to go out to dinner, and she's making herself look fancy. But I figured I would come on, chat to people a little bit when they're joining, and maybe show you guys a few of my birthday gifts. And this is my first ever time using chat, and I'm clearly a complete noob at it, and I'm just doing it on my laptop. So, yeah. So we'll give people a second to join. While people are joining, I will show you guys. To start with my birthday cards. Does anyone else have this this kind of routine of opening birthday presents where you have to start with the cards? I kind of feel like it's a given that you have to start with cards, and I normally start with cards that family got me, like closest family first, and then work out from there. But this was the first one from my littlest baby, and it's your birthday because it's got a snake on it. There you go. So that was card number one. I also got this one. Emily would probably appreciate this more than anyone. But we had a whole thing when we went back to England, in the before times when you could still get on a plane and travel. And we had a ton of cheese jokes one summer. So this card says, "Are you a block of cheese? Because you're aged to perfection." I wouldn't disagree with that, would you? No. And I also got this one from my sister Emily, who sent me this card. See if I can get it so you can read it here. Knowing that I'm a bit of a hey, you do appreciate it, Emily. Knowing that I'm a bit of a video games nerd. Thank you for the card and for the very sweet sentiments within it. And then my dad always sends me a kind of a handwritten card. It's normally kind of a very thoughtful card that has some really heartfelt sentiments. But this one has a kid drinking from a bottle and says, like all sons, he was very grateful in later life for the social skills he learned from watching his dad. And there you go. But yeah, I do appreciate getting cards. What else did I get? So I also got, you saw in the thumbnail, from Julia, my littlest sister, "I drink and I know things," which I think is going to have to come out on the next Drunk Trailer Ambush. I drink and I know things, which of course is from Game of Thrones. And I kind of badmouthed. We lost some subscribers. I think for the first time ever, the last couple of days, I think we lost 4 subscribers, which is the first time we've ever lost people, and clearly the most people we've ever lost. And I don't know if it was due to me bad-mouthing James Corden, or maybe I also talked about how it probably wasn't worth signing up for HBO because that last season of Game of Thrones sucked so bad. So who knows? So I'm gonna keep it clean. I'm not gonna say anything negative about Mr. Corden or the Game of Thrones series. So, are you excited to see what I got for my birthday? Well, who wouldn't be? So, Emily, I wish I knew how I could see who was on this stream. Maybe if I wasn't a noob, I would be able to. But Emily, I loved it. So my home office, for those who aren't in my head, which is probably the majority of you, is just our attic. And it's like a blank white wall behind me. And I kind of liked that originally, that if I was in a meeting, you could just see me. Yay. Yeah, if I'm in a meeting, you could just see me and it's not super distracting behind me. I kind of like this, though. You can see my lounge. You can see where we sit to do Drunk Trailer Ambush over there. There's lots of Lego there on a table because we're geeks. But yeah, where I work is super bland. It's just a white wall. And Emily got me the coolest, reflections, the coolest wall decals of Star Wars figures. So I'm now going to be able to have Darth Vader and Luke Skywalker and so on and so forth behind me on my office wall, which is awesome. And as if that wasn't enough, a Boba Fett lava lamp. I got to say, my office just looks like a hippie lives there at the moment. I've got scented candles. I've got an acoustic guitar. Actually, I've got 2 guitars in my office now. I have like knit hats where I just and a couch behind me where I can take a nap. It's 2020 has been a weird year, but I am super stoked about my Boba Fett lava lamp. Thank you, Emily. Can't wait to get that going. What I'm actually going to do is put an Echo, like an Alexa controlled plug on a bunch of the stuff, so I can, especially as it gets really cold up there in the winter, like in the morning I can wake up and say, Alexa, set the office up, and the heater will come on, the lava lamp will turn on, it will be all bubbling when I go up there. I'm very much looking forward to that. And I haven't decided where to put this yet. Again, from Emily, thank you. But yeah, I really want this to be on my office wall, but I may end up getting fired. So I don't know, maybe it will go to the door to the attic, but we need this somewhere because video games are very often in progress in this house. So what else did I get? So I was really, really spoiled. I feel I don't want you to think it's normal that I have this whole parade of gifts that I was showered with. My babies got me this because I actually really love puzzles. This is a 3D puzzle of the Brooklyn Bridge that they went and bought me. I love doing puzzles. I've got a 3D puzzle of the Empire State Building already on a shelf. Yes, I actually love having as much voice controlled stuff as I possibly can. Just to show how much I love puzzles, let me show you here. On the floor, kind of difficult to see, but I'm in the middle of a 2,000-piece Star Wars puzzle at the moment that has all of the characters on it from the prequel movies and the original trilogy movies, because I really like Star Wars and I really like puzzles. Oh, now that reminds me, what else did I get? I also got running socks. Exciting. Isn't that exciting? Because I've actually been doing some running this year and kind of worn holes in most of my old running socks, which I guess is a good thing. But talking of Star Wars, check this out. This is just about as cool a gift as I could have even bought for myself. I didn't even notice this was a thing. So I know we're not supposed to call them Hawaiian shirts or leave the price on. Let's put that away. They're supposed to be called island shirts, but I'm going to slip up and use the old name for it probably, so just beat me up. But this is an island shirt, short-sleeved, because I like short-sleeve shirts. And I don't know where you can see it, but it has on it Baby Yoda and the Mandalorian. It has a Mandalorian symbol, the mythosaur skull. It has, Baby Yoda. And on the back, where is it? It has Baby Yoda sipping his soup. How cool is that shirt? And what I like about it is people just kind of see the pattern and switch off because they just get sensory overload from how colorful the shirt is. But they don't even pick up on the fact that it's Star Wars. So I've already got a Marvel shirt with Captain America and Spider-Man and stuff on it. I've got a Stormtrooper Hawaiian shirt. I did it. I knew I'd do it. I've got a Stormtrooper Island shirt with Stormtroopers on it. And now my Mandalorian one with Baby Yoda and Din Djarin. Oh, so the other thing I asked for in my home office was an oil diffuser. I've never had one, but I kind of like things that smell nice. Would you believe it? So I asked for an oil diffuser to go in my office, and Ellie got this for me, and it has 4 things of oil on it. And as you can see, it has calming lavender, balancing patchouli, refreshing sweet orange, and chill pill. So I have no idea what is in chill pill. It sounds like the kind of thing that was recently legalized in a whole bunch of states, but I'm actually looking forward to working in the attic tomorrow and having some chill pill on. Ellie just got out of the shower, but I'm not going to show you that. It's not that kind of a YouTube channel, and we don't thankfully have an OnlyFans. Um, the other thing, oh, thank you for the like. I appreciate it. The other thing I asked for was stuff to just make my office a little bit more friendly. That it gets a little bit lonely up there, especially in the winter. So Ellie got me two things that are really awesome. One is a bird feeder that I can actually suction cup onto the window with suction cups. And that will have a suet-based fatty bird feeder thing, of which we have 1,000 to go on the window. So I'm hoping I'll be able to lure some fine feathered friends to come see me when I'm working up there. But also, in a similar vein, is this. And this is another kind of big bird feeder thing that the birds will actually be able to perch on the side. We get quite a lot of birds. We actually get this one, cardinals. We get a lot of those in our gardens. We get blue jays, and I don't know. I don't really know birds, but we get loads of birds in our garden as well. Now, I think I only have one more. Oh no, two more presents to show. So let me show you here. So I was really going back and forth on this one. I know the reviews are not great, and I kind of felt like I had room in my life for one more PS4 game. And Emily, I know you and I talked about this one, but I ended up requesting Star Wars Squadrons. And people have said the story mode is great. The multiplayer is pretty good, but it gets a little bit repetitive. The computer AI is kind of boring. But the reason I got this is you can play the entire thing in VR. So I'm actually really looking forward to this weekend installing this and just putting on the VR headset, getting in an X-Wing, and going to fight the First Order. Sounds pretty sweet to me. And, not everybody likes the whole VR experience, and people say it makes them feel sick and blah, blah, blah. But I'm a big fan of just plugging in and zoning out on a VR. Maybe while I've lost all my presents now. But yeah, maybe I will do that. And I will also drink and know things. So the other present, the last one that I haven't shown you yet, is pretty awesome. And I didn't even know it was a thing. And Ellie apparently bought this a while ago and was so excited about it. But you probably know that we are massive fans of, you already know that we're massive fans of Star Wars. You know that we're massive fans of The Mandalorian from my new Island shirt. And I'm not going to give any spoilers, but for the new season of The Mandalorian, but at the end of season 1, the guy, what's his name, Giancarlo Esposito, the guy who plays Moff Gideon in the series, cuts his way out of a TIE fighter with a Darksaber. And for my birthday, I got the Darksaber. How cool is this? It has motion sounds. It could quite easily cut its way out of the Durasteel of a TIE fighter. So yeah, I have the Darksaber, which I'm intrigued to see what they do with it in the Mandalorian live action show. So those were my birthday presents. I don't know whether I still have any in the mail. The post has been kind of thank you. Yeah, it really is an awesome Darksaber, and I'm gonna be putting on that Mandalorian costume and wandering around my back garden because I never go anywhere else in it with a Darksaber. I wonder if if the Mandalorian will end up getting his hands on the Darksaber. And I'm going to misquote this, but I'm sure from Star Wars: The Clone Wars that we learned that whoever wields the Darksaber rules Mandalore. So maybe, I don't know, maybe Din Djarin will get his hands on the Darksaber and rule Mandalore. And I don't know whether there's anything still in the post, because the post has been so screwed up, what with the election and COVID and everything else that's going on here at the moment. So who knows? But if I have just the presents I have today, I would be a very, very happy nerd. So what else have I got to share with you guys? So yeah, we went for a hike this morning, just in a local forest that was pretty awesome. The reviews of the hike said it was like really easy. It was great for people who need more practice walking or something, which just sounded not too thrilling. And people were complaining it was too close to a road. But we did about a 5-mile hike, and it was the whole area. It was a really kind of deep forest covered in these massive, massive boulders. I'll put some pictures up after this, but it was really, really cool actually, and not much wildlife around because it's getting kind of chilly here now. But it's just really awesome to be walking through the woods. There were lots of abandoned buildings as well that I know you would love, Emily. So yeah, that was a good start to the day to go get some sunshine and fresh air. And then we are driving. So we live just north of New York City, but tonight we're heading further north. It's been tough. I really wanted to go out for dinner on my birthday. Would you believe such a thing? And a lot of the local restaurants in our town are doing indoor dining, but I got to say, I don't know whether they're following the rules to keep the tables 6 feet apart, but you look in the door and the place is just packed and nobody wears a mask, clearly, because they're sat down eating and drinking. And, we've now got more than 18 cases of COVID in our town. So, one person is in that restaurant with COVID. You're sat in there for 2 hours eating a meal and everyone in there's got it. And I don't know, that kind of put me off. But I also like my food to be warm and I like to be warm myself. So the idea of eating outside somewhere with no heaters kind of sucks when it's getting down to freezing. So long story short, or it was a long story, right? So long story long, I found a restaurant that's like 45 minutes north of here, really, really nice restaurant it has like an outdoor tent. It has those big gas heaters that kind of throw heat down. Virtually nobody had booked a table there today. And they even have like a big indoor dining hall where they've opened up the doors and windows to let air flow through. So, just doesn't feel as claustrophobic and unsafe as some of the places in the tiny village that we live in. So we will be going out to dinner there in just a minute. So I guess that is it from me. I appreciate you hanging out with me on my birthday. It's been it's been cool showing you my presents. I guess this ends up going on the channel as well. And we had a trailer for Black Beauty go live this morning on the channel, which I was surprised people even watched it, to be honest. I can't imagine anyone is really that excited about the idea of a Black Beauty movie, but coming to Disney Plus in December, and we kind of figured we'd cover it, mostly because Kate Winslet does the voice of the horse, which WTF? Why does a horse need a voice? And why is that voice Kate Winslet? I just don't know. And tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. Eastern, we have a trailer reaction to the new Hardy Boys series, which honestly, Ellie and I know nothing about the Hardy Boys. We've never read the books. It wasn't really a thing in England. But I just couldn't get over that old South Park episode where the two Hardy Boys are walking around the scenes, and I've got such a clue right now. My clue's pointing this way. My clue's telling me to go over here. So we just had to cover the Hardy Boys on Hulu for that reason, just because I'm an idiot and I love that South Park episode. And then after that, Ellie actually, so the way I find trailers is I look on YouTube. I literally do a search on YouTube for the word trailer. I see what's popular and trending and new, and then we cover that trailer. Or something jumps out at me like Kate Winslet's voice for a horse, or the Hardy Boys having a clue. So that's the way I find trailers. And they're typically trailers for things that come out in the next month or whatever, and, typically trending pretty well. Whereas Ellie had an idea that she was just going to go back and look at what movies are coming out in 2021 and find trailers for those. So she's found trailers for things like The Jungle Book. She found a trailer that I didn't even know the movie was coming, for a new Marvel movie focusing on Morbius, who was a character from, I knew him from the X-Men. He was kind of a vampire character who I think was trying to save his wife, kind of like Dr. Freeze, but he ended up contracting a virus that he was hoping would cure her. And he wasn't like a traditional vampire. He kind of sucked blood in through, or plasma or something in through his hands, but would still leave people like lifeless husks. And that looks actually really cool. So we've got some good trailer reactions coming this weekend as well. And I guess I'll do some more research tomorrow, and we'll record a bunch more tomorrow night, because that's kind of our Groundhog Day of a life, is just find trailers and record them until things go back to normal and we can actually go somewhere again. Maybe a Comic-Con where I can wield the dark saber. Well, friends, I really enjoyed hanging out with you on my birthday. Thank you for keeping me company on the boring hour when Ellie was in the shower. And thank you, Emily. We will definitely enjoy our dinner. And yeah, I'm glad you like seeing the presents. I really appreciated you sending them to me. Cool. Well, we will see you next time, friends. And I guess it's down to me to say, peace out, nerds. See you next time.